of fame. Your other cappers out there straight up lames. FanDuel or DK don't matter to us. The info we giving always a plus. Your boy Sid and Tim on the money grind. On with the show, it's money time.
Money time. Hey. Welcome to the brand new Brothers Be Bettin. I'm your co-host, Sid the Kid.
Your boy Timbo. What's going on?
What's going on, man? I finally made some discoveries during the weekend, and I said, you know what? Let me just try this. So basically, we are now streaming live on Twitter, YouTube, and our Facebook page. We will put a link on our Twitter later on. Did I say? Hold on, I probably said that wrong. We're live. We are live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Twitter, we'll put the link on later.
Should be fun, man. Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's just get right down to it. All right. So we already have our bets for tonight. I'll do a quick recap on that. Let me just get to the page. Hold on one sec. Cool, excuse me.
Yeah, these are the lunchtime picks for those that follow.
Yes. So our lunchtime pick. Oh, I did that. I did a couple myself for later. All right. Yeah. So our bets for tonight is a 6-leg parlay. So we have Boston Nuggets, Suns, all money line. Detroit Red Wings money line, the Winnipeg Jets money line, and under 6.5 for the last game. Payout's going to be $10 wager will get you $83.19. All right. So that's our lunchtime bets that we did earlier. We catch our lunchtime bets every single day. Usually we're doing it from anytime between 12 and 3. Anytime between 12 and 3.
Yeah,
and weekends.
Weekends, lunchtime differs, but
Right, exactly. Oh, there's a super boost for live SPG also. We'll think about it. All right. I'll opt in, I'll opt in for later because no other games are started yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could probably catch like a 10 o'clock game or something.
Right, exactly. So, all right. Before we get into the news portion of this, let's first talk about tomorrow's bets. First we got Charlotte Hornets and the Detroit Pistons.
Yo, fuck Charlotte.
Don't listen. Don't get mad because they beat your Knicks. Get mad they beat your Knicks.
I'm not even upset that we lost. Like, honestly, if your last 10 games is 9 wins and 1 loss, you gotta take one on the chin sometimes. Also, the team came out flat in the third quarter and did not do themselves any favors in the fourth. My only beef is the last 6 minutes of that game, and it's not even just bad calls against the Knicks. It was bad calls against, bro. It was bad calls across the board. Honestly, we lost that game because we fucking decided rebounding wasn't what we wanted to do. If you don't rebound and you give up easy points, you're asking to lose the game.
That's fair.
The refs ain't gonna save you on that. My only beef was the refs just dragged shit out.
Hold on one second. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
Yeah, do you think? You.
I'm sorry. Today is Wednesday, which means today is garbage day. So you were saying about your soliloquy about the Knicks losing?
Look, man, they threw that game away. Hey, you go to halftime with you jumped out, you got a 16-point lead, but you didn't play defense, and it shouldn't have came down to bad officiating. Um, you came out flat in the second half, and they are an NBA team. Yeah, they are a shitty NBA team, but like you can't come out flat for an entire half and expect to just walk away with a win.
All I hear is lip service.
I mean, look.
All I hear is lip service, but okay, fine, whatever.
I don't look, man. If your last 10 and 9-1, you'll be all right.
Right. Okay, fine, whatever. I'll give you that.
Detroit is ass though, so like I would take Charlotte to win this game. By 3, I don't know, but I would definitely take Charlotte to win the game.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Next game is the Pacers and the Rockets. Pacers are 9.5 favorite at home. Pacers. Why are we even discussing this?
We're discussing it because we're debating the 9.5.
Oh no! I was going to say money line. I'm not doing what. Bro, the Pacers are not that good.
The Rockets are tanking for the number 1 pick. They're already eliminated from the playoffs. At this point, they just need to like show up for 48 minutes and not suck. But yeah, Pacers easy. Golden State and Memphis. I think Ja's still out.
Yes, he is.
So yeah, Golden State should win this game. This is about the time of year that they get in the form too. They start tuning it up for the playoffs and getting their shit together.
Right.
So I would say Golden State. Honestly, the 1.5. I would take the 1.5.
Yeah, because I don't see the Grizzlies. If the Grizzlies do win, I don't see them going crazy like that.
I don't see them blowing anybody out, especially without Ja.
Yeah.
Ooh.
13. Oh God.
13 is a large number, and like,
lot.
Trust me, like as someone that would love to shit on the Brooklyn Nets, 13 is still a disrespectful number.
Yeah.
If you're betting this, take the money line or like an alternate spread. 13's high.
13's high. 13's very high.
Had that been like 8, I'd have taken it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Now,
anything under 8, I would have taken it.
Now, wait a second. Do you want to mix in NHL for tomorrow, or do you want to just do you want to add some props, or do we just want to do NHL? Do we just want to do NHL, just straight games for now?
We could do NBA and NHL separate.
Okay. So we got the odds. We have the odds at 320, 322, 332. Excuse me. How much are we gonna put on this? $10.
Yeah, $10 sounds fine.
All right, 10 will give us 43 back. All right, let's throw that in. All right. Cool. That's for tomorrow. Let's go to NHL. And let's go to tomorrow's games. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot going on tomorrow.
We're gonna skip some of these, but I'm not an expert at hockey at all. So Tim, this is all you. The Vegas Golden Knights and the Lightning. Or skip.
I would take the over, as long as the over is still at 6.
The over is at 6.
Yeah, I would take the over.
Right. The Canadians and
skip the Rangers game. They're a mixed bag right now, and that's like I'm a fan, and I would love to say bet the Rangers, but like I'm not playing with people's money. Skip that game.
Cool.
Until they figure it out. Skip that game.
Cool.
One game I would take is I would take the Penguins. They're playing good right now. You could take money line, or you could. I mean, 1.5. You could possibly get an empty netter, but just take the money line.
Yeah.
keep it conservative.
Okay. Flyers and Hurricanes. I want to get into the spicy stuff, man. I love betting and all, but there's a lot of spiciness out here. So, yeah, Flyers and Hurricanes or skip?
The Flyers will cover. They ain't gonna win. But the Flyers will cover 1.5.
Okay, all right. Devils and Capitals.
I am not touching Capitals games. After Ovechkin went out for like a personal leave and came back, like you don't know what you're getting with them. So I would skip that.
Okay. The Edmonton Oilers and the Boston Bruins.
I'm taking Boston until I hate Boston, but I'm taking Boston until they prove me wrong.
Fair. The San Jose Sharks and the St. Louis Blues.
I am skipping the fuck out of that game.
Got it. The Kings and the Avalanche. Avalanche, probably.
Yeah, Avalanche will win. I don't know what the Kings are doing right now, but I would take the Avalanche to win this game.
Okay. The Predators and the Coyotes.
Skip.
Okay. The Senators and the Kraken.
I would take the Senators to cover. I'm not taking them to win, but I'll take them to cover.
Okay. And we'll throw 10 on that. That 6-leg parlay will get us $249. So we got the over, the Penguins, the Flyers, the Bruins, the Avalanche, the Senators, and
we have the Flyers covering, correct? Not just straight up winning.
We have the Senators covering, yes. Sorry, okay. I forgot to say that.
I was like, wait a second. Scroll back up before you hit submit. Okay, yeah, the Flyers are covering. I thought you had the Flyers straight up. I was like, no.
No. I won't do that.
Yeah, so that looks good.
All right. Bet is in.
Yes, sir.
Bet is in. All right. So I'm going to X this out. All right. Now that we got the betting part of our show done, because today is craziness.
All of the fuckery.
Where the fuck do we start? Where do we start?
We could start on the Jets missing out on Carr, but you know, when a door gets closed, there's another one somewhere. But I don't even think that's where we start. I honestly,
we gotta start on Lamar.
That or Daniel Jones getting a $40 million or $82 million guaranteed.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. So first off, $40 million a year, 82 guaranteed, and you get a 3rd-year option. Giants, what the fuck is wrong with y'all,
bro? You don't hit pitches you don't swing at.
I get, he must have a fucking banging agent because.
Shout out to Danny Dimes' agent.
Your agent must have been hitting on all cylinders, bro. Because I don't know how the hell you pulled that rabbit out your fucking. I don't know how you pulled that rabbit out your hat. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Here's my logic, and I'm not a GM, so who knows? I might be all the fucking way wrong. You franchise Saquon, so you're guaranteed to see if he can stay healthy for another full season. And you're basically running it back. Yeah, you gave up $82 million guaranteed, but had you not paid him, you probably would have set yourselves back another 2 years. You would have drafted a quarterback. You would have had Saquon for another year and then had to pay him. This is basically seeing if you have shit that's good enough. Because after year 2 of this, you could just blow it all up again and go from there.
I mean, and let's be real. I mean, Giants y'all got to take a quarterback.
Do they though? This man made the playoffs without Kenny Golladay was their best receiver, and they made the playoffs last year.
I'm not saying in the first round. I'm not saying in the first round. Say maybe in the second or third.
I would definitely, at this point, it's an experiment. Get some weapons, see what the fuck happens. Because what you had shouldn't have made the playoffs at all.
Okay. That's absolutely correct.
Yeah, that 40 million is a really large number, but like, one, it's not my money. Two, when you think about it, it goes to, do you want to pay to train somebody else, or do you want to just keep what you have? Like,
I get it. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but $40 million to a maybe a B quarterback, not even in the top 10.
Shit, he's one of the 15 that made the playoffs.
I mean, if we're going off of that logic, then whatever. But I mean, that money would have been better spent on Saquon, because now Saquon's pissed.
I mean, Saquon he's getting the max for a year, but like he also hasn't played 2 full seasons.
I mean, yeah, but bro, still.
Yeah, he's a generational, like he's a franchise player talent, but like this was the easiest way to get both done. And I don't know, man. If I had a quarterback that made the playoffs with the bullshit he had at receiver, I wouldn't exactly let him go. Yeah, like they overspent. Like, I'm not saying they didn't overspend.
They overspent, bro.
They overspent, but if your goal was to keep keep the 2 important players on your roster together, you've done that for at least another year. And if it doesn't work, you get some fucking receivers and you let Saquon go, and then you make the kid actually throw the ball.
Okay, fine. so then fine. If
they smart, they go out and they trade for fucking Hopkins, who's doing nothing in Arizona.
Right, because what's his name is Murray's out for at least half of the season.
Murray's out for like 10 games. You so go fucking throw some coins at OBJ, who's doing nothing and recovering from a knee surgery.
Nah, he got signed. Didn't he get signed to the boys?
Did he?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a waste. Anyway. Look, man.
Whatever.
I laughed at the Daniel Jones contract for like a good 45 minutes, but then I thought about it and I was like, could be worse.
I guess.
Could be worse.
I get you could be in Lamar's shoes, and let's talk.
Kyler Murray is literally making so much money to do nothing.
Yeah.
Watson literally got $230 million guaranteed for riding the bench for an entire season. And
for 2 years. No, not a season, for 2 years.
2 years. And look, man.
They threw the bank at him.
Bro, if Katz is out here making $230 million guaranteed, riding the bench, and I went to the playoffs, I'm not taking anything less. Literally.
Okay. All right. So I was listening to Colin earlier. He brought up a couple of good points that, Lamar can't stay healthy. I agree with that. Fine. But Lamar is the person that's, 1, keeping butts in seats. 2, he's your main offensive weapon. And you're just gonna dangle him out to the league and be like, oh, well, go see the world. Take your aspirations and go see the world. And then the whole weird thing is that the Falcons, the Dolphins, the Raiders, and I'm missing 2 other teams.
Want to say Tennessee.
The Titans, I think, yeah.
And I think it was the Bucks.
And the Bucks. Oh no, the Commanders. The Commanders.
Yeah.
They all said, like, within an hour of that news, they were like, nah, we ain't going for Lamar. And then it got me thinking, and I'm like, wait a second. So all of y'all need quarterbacks, minus possibly the Dolphins. The Dolphins may or may not need a quarterback right this second. But the other 4 teams need a quarterback, and y'all just said, all right, now we're not paying Lamar. Is it collusion? Because that word's been thrown around for the last 24 hours. Is it collusion to try to reset the salary cap? I mean, or the guaranteed money nonsense, or they just don't want to pay the man. I don't know. I don't know. Please enlighten me, because I don't know why no one would be jumping at, biting at the chomps to get this guy. Even the Jets.
Listen, man.
As you said yesterday, even the Jets, turn that fucking plane around and go to Baltimore and go see Lamar now, because Aaron old-ass Rodgers is 38 years old. Lamar's 25. You're about to spend, for 2 years? Like upwards of $120 million? $60 million a year? For what? For what?
For a trip to the playoffs.
And for the trip to a playoff, when I forgot to mention, you also have to give up draft picks for that. Getting Lamar, all you have to do is just give up 2 draft picks and figure the rest out. 2 first-round draft picks, which the Jets have. Give it up, and just go for Jackson. He's younger. This is gonna be Brett Favre 2.0.
Dude, I've been saying that shit for the last 6 months, and like everyone, y'all can keep Aaron Rodgers. Go get the dude that you can lock up for like 5 years that wants to play ball and wants to go to an organization that like actually wants him.
Right.
Baltimore's just doing the lazy shit of, hey, we'll match whatever someone else negotiates with you, but we're done negotiating with you. That's basically what you said. And that's fucked up. But I also feel like he is one of like maybe 20 players left in the league that represents himself. And I feel like that has a lot to do with it.
But once again, that's Aaron Rodgers. He could represent. Oh, you're talking about Lamar. I'm sorry.
Lamar.
He's 1 in 17. He's 1 in 17.
Yeah, he's like 1 in 17 players that like represents himself. So like you're not gonna dick him over. You're not gonna fucking backdoor some bullshit deal with his agent and get him to sign it. And I don't know if that's what stalled out the conversations with Baltimore, but it's something worth considering, because I can't name an MVP that's been treated like this
ever. At least in our generation.
You know what I mean?
Ever.
Like,
so you brought up a good point. Not to cut you, but you brought up a very good point. And let me just bring a quick story into this. So when I was getting my crib, I had a real estate agent. Yo, my real estate agent, bro, like all the houses that we liked, we picked out on our own. The ones that she picked were terrible. And we were when we came to where we are now, we were the ones that negotiated, or not even negotiated. We were the ones that spoke to the owners. We got cool with the owners or whatever the case may be, and they chose us. This had nothing to do with the real estate agent, and yet she gets a fucking cut. And I'm like, yo, all you are is a fucking glorified middleman. And that's what these agents are. All they are is glorified middlemen. So I could have cut my own deal, and I could have saved myself some money. I could have paid some of that back. The point I'm trying to make from that story is that why not have Lamar keep his money within the family instead of going out to find an agent to just be a glorified middleman for him? Why? Because they all run in the same circle? I don't think that's fair.
I feel like they got a lot of cookie cutter contracts out there, and they kind of force it down, through whatever agency you're in, and everybody's happy with it. But he said, fuck that. And good for him, honestly. And I see all these social media posts where they're like, "Oh, he's not worth it. He should just shut up and take what he's getting." Bro.
No.
I know I don't go to work and take pay cuts voluntarily.
No.
So I don't expect any adult to ever do some shit like that, especially with like, what you put into your craft. Like he wins 3 out of 4 games he's on the field. And for all the arguing and he can't stay healthy or he's a running back and whatever, he wins 75% of his games.
Yep. He's the reason why they made it to the playoffs last year. And not only that, like, he is one of the top 5. He is one of the top 5 QBs in the league right now. Why is he having such a problem getting on a team? And why are no one chomping at the bits to say, get Lamar on the phone right fucking now? Like, this is stupid to me.
I mean, honestly, I feel like 32 owners, one of them the Baltimore owner has like, I don't know, maybe 6 to 7 friends, the people that are not interested in Lamar, who have currently have quarterback problems. To be fair, I don't know if Lamar would be interested in some of those franchises. Washington is up for sale this week still. Yeah. So like you saying you don't want him, that's fine, but like I don't even think you would have picked up the phone. And there are other teams.
Miami, he's right around the corner. He's right around the corner from the arena. That's where he grew up.
Miami would be like that. Also, the tax bracket's a little different. So like, who's to say that he doesn't even like take less to go there because the tax situation is different? But I just think it's real fucked up the way Baltimore's doing this. And this will, this will just leave them in a weird situation where they don't have a quarterback. And what does that say to the rest of your team? Because he's the best player and y'all treating him like some shit that came in off the side of the road.
So
like, what does that really say to the rest of your roster?
I think Bateman said, I don't know what games y'all playing. Like, he didn't say it the way I'm saying it, but he basically said, y'all playing games. Like, y'all need to sign him and take care of us. Like, if they lose Lamar, who are they going to rely on? Tyler Huntley? Oh, and by the way, shout out to the people that just came into the stream. We appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe and do all that good stuff. We appreciate y'all once again. But yeah, this is not. It's not right. It's not right. Derek Carr is getting $35 million a year for 3 years, guaranteed. Why? Explain that. There's no Daniel Jones is getting $40 million. Full circle back to what we were talking about in the beginning of this. Daniel Jones is getting $40 million. Derek Carr is getting 35. Daniel Jones is not top 10, not even. Dak Prescott's better than Daniel fucking Jones. Derek Carr may be top 10, maybe 11. But neither of them are nowhere near a Lamar Jackson.
So I honestly think that they're just playing the game. They have agents that are willing to toe the line and do what the fuck is being asked. And everybody laughed at Daniel Jones for asking for $45 million a year. He came pretty fucking close. So, like...
Yeah, he did.
The Giants could have been a team that told him to walk and then fucking made a run at Lamar, but they didn't. Because they already... I feel like they knew the devil is better than signing up for some new and innovative shit. But, like, there's at least 10 to 12 teams where Lamar Jackson's better than anything they have on the roster and could draft.
Correct. Because the draft class is but it ain't crazy.
Yeah, but like if you for shits and giggles say, I want a quarterback that's going to be here for the next 10 to 12 years, and I want to start out paying nothing for the first 5, you can go the draft route if you have like a top 10 pick. Like I could see you not taking Lamar when you have a top 10 pick and you want to go draft the franchise quarterback of the future. Whatever. I get that. But teams that have talent on the roster that need to fucking move the needle or are a quarterback away from being competitive in their division, what the fuck are you doing? Get this man on the phone. I heard, I was reading something where his mom technically is his agent.
Yeah, I read that too.
Bro, it's not that difficult to get a hold of him if his mother is his agent. She probably the emergency contact on all of his damn paperwork.
Right.
Call her, get that shit going.
Get it
get
done.
This man on your roster. Like,
get it done. Get it done. There's no reason. There's no reason we should be having this discussion right now, Tim. There's no reason
he should be on a team planning to start his season by draft.
Right.
And there's no explanation for anything else. Just to transition, because we could talk about this all week.
Yes, we can. All right. Yeah, let's talk about a little NBA. God.
What's up with your boy Ja Morant? He's not my boy.
That ain't my boy either, but yo,
do better,
this
bro.
Dude.
Do better.
Listen. Look, me and you, we grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
we're doing better for ourselves. And you know, I'm in the fucking burbs now, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, yo, I'm about that hood life right now, and this at me being 36 going on 37. I ain't about that hood life, and neither should you, because guess what? You are representing the NBA. You are representing Nike. You're representing Powerade or Gatorade, one of those. I forgot which one. Doesn't matter. It's one of those, but it doesn't really matter. You're not about that hood life, and you're willing to give that all away because you want to prove a point to your boys to say that, yo, I'm about that life. Bro, you ain't about that life, son. And now you want to apologize and do all this stuff. This apology better be legit, because if another report comes out after your apology, especially with the ongoing investigation now that you pointed a gun at somebody, like, fucking think. You have a guaranteed $200 million contract plus incentives from sponsorship.
Bro,
and you want to give that up?
I don't understand how you woke up the one day and was just like, you know what? I don't care about this fucking bread that isn't. You have the world at your fucking feet, dog. Like, what are you doing? Also, you need some no men in your circle. Like, it's cute that your dad goes to all the games and shit, but I'm sure if I ever had a bag of that level, my father would be the first motherfucker in my face like, yo, you gonna act like you got some sense. Not a lot. Like, yeah, get drunk, whatever, live your life. Like, there could be an IG story about you throwing up somewhere because you're pissed drunk. That
happens. It happens. We've seen worse.
Fucking with weapons charges. Weapons charges on top of the fact that it was at a road game, which means you had to have the gun either with you on a plane, which now is going into all sorts of crazy shit. And if the NBA goes like full circle with it, you get a 50-game suspension.
And that's them being lenient.
Exactly. And we're not counting playoff games. There's only like 20 games left in this season. So not only have you fucked up this year, you fucked up the first quarter of next year, which means you fucked up, you know, any shots you had at the All-Star game, any fucking additional endorsements. Like, do you realize? Look, man, hopefully somebody in his corner can talk some sense into him, because obviously, like, the people that are around him now ain't doing it.
Nope.
You need some no men in your circle. Like, and that shit may sound corny, it may sound stupid, but you need somebody in your corner that's going to reality check. Like, nah, that's not what we doing.
And on top of that, yo, you've seen so many examples of how that life can mess you up, directly or indirectly. Look at my favorite quarterback of all time. I don't care what anybody says. Fuck everybody that hates him. Michael Vick. Michael Vick wasn't even in his crib. He went to jail. Look what happened to his career. That man could have been first ballot Hall of Fame. He would have had probably just as good numbers as Lamar does now. You know what I mean? and he messed that all up because he wanted to be about that life. And he said it on the Shannon Sharp podcast. He was like, "Yo, I fucked up. I was about that hood life, and look where it got me, and it got me in jail." Ray Lewis would have beat up on his girl, his wife, whatever the case was. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dude, AI even got some scrapes, but like ultimately,
yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. It seems like the league tries to do right by most players. Like, even Melo was in some shit, and they sat him down for 15 games, and he went and he tried to cry to David Stern, and David Stern was like, "Listen, we know everything about you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we know who you kick it with. We know, like, what time you go to sleep. We know which practices you're late to. Like, don't play these games." And he figured that out, and yeah, he's not in the league now, but like financially, he's making life-changing moves, and like he's in a lot better of a spot. AI, he got into some trouble, but it was always people around him, and ultimately he landed on his feet too, because it wasn't him. Like, for all the bad shit you read about AI and all that, his homie had a gun. It wasn't him.
But you're guilty by association.
You're guilty by association, but like you can bounce back from guilty by association. You out here trying to prove, like, John Morant's just trying to prove some shit to nobody that's interested.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah, go ahead.
Why would you do this?
Because, yo, listen, what somebody once told me, the saying, do you want, and it might sound a little messed up, but do you want to be this person serving me, or you want to be the server? I know it's a little messed up to say, but it's in this case, do you want to be the one on the court, or do you want to be the one sitting in the bleachers? Because that's where you're going to end up. You're going to end up right back in the bleachers with your homies, and y'all going to all be doing the same shit, and you're going to be like, damn, I fucked up.
Yeah, bro, like that shit is going to be a nightmare. I really hope that they don't catch him with, like, you know, the traveling on an NBA flight with a weapon, because that's 50 games.
I'm sorry not to cut you. By the way, I didn't mean it like that.
In
that sense, and because I love the service that I get from anyone. I've heard the expression before, and I'm just reiterating what the expression is, and that's why I was just trying to prove a point. But go ahead, continue.
Bro, like, I really hope you don't get 50 games. No, I hear you, man, because God forbid people, like,
cancel culture and all that.
Fun times. But hopefully they don't fuck around and take, like, basically an entire season away. And it's not like they're gonna say, hey, finish out this season, then serve your 50 games. You about to fuck up 2 years of your money. And all that extra shit is about to be, because all those have, like, moral clauses in your contract. Like, you can't be out here fucking making the brand look bad. And
there's nothing
basically really, if you get caught with weapons or any of that shit, the morality clause in your contract, you can kiss that shit goodbye.
Yep.
But hopefully somebody in his circle helps him out.
Well, it ain't his boys. There gotta be somebody else. But just do better, man. You're making way too much money to be fucking up on some. If you was fucking up on some other shit, I mean, depending what the situation is, people will forgive you. But a weapons charge, just to prove a point, nah. You got to think, hire you have the team provides you with car service, armed security if you need it. Why do you need to bring a gun with you? You could have armed service come with you if you feel that you need protection, quote unquote. And fuck what your boys say. Your boys ain't doing nothing for you. They not putting money in your pocket.
They also not going to do the time that you want to do. And they also aren't going to lose the money that you were going to fucking lose. Like, people get that shit twisted. But whatever. He a grown man. Hopefully he figure it out.
He'll figure it out the hard way.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully not. But
hopefully not.
I
don't wish that on nobody.
Exactly. But this is your game to play. If you want to fuck around and find out, that's on you.
Right.
Anyone else fucking up that we're aware
of? No, but let's just actually, that fight with the on Sunday with Devin Booker and Luka almost going at it. I'm sorry, I'm a Mavs fan, but Devin Booker would have gave him the business. He would have gave him the business, yo.
Yeah.
He would have.
Luka said, "Why you got to start talking shit with 3 seconds left?"
Like I don't care. We're winning,
bro. Listen, that'd be a dope 7-game series in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see good basketball games. The Kyrie versus Kevin Durant thing would be a fun story. Realistically, I don't see neither of those teams making it to the finals, but that'd be a dope 2nd round matchup.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know, man. Golden State, like, they got one more run in them. I don't know if it's this year or next year, but like, if they make the playoffs, they got one more run in them. Shout out to the Lakers, like, for all the jokes and all the clowning. They're currently the 9 seed.
I mean, hey, AD made me $225 yesterday, but
yeah.
But this is the AD that we should have been seeing for the longest time, man. Like, now he's finally coming into himself, I guess. But this should be a regular basis. We shouldn't be saying, oh, well, he just now did a double-double with those type of numbers, 30 and 22. That should be a regular thing. We should be talking about, like, damn, he didn't do it. Not like, yo, damn, he finally did it. You shouldn't be saying it like that. AD should be taking over games all the time.
The thing was, LeBron was always supposed to play second fiddle, but like,
yes, second fiddle.
He was supposed to ride off into the sunset and let AD be the focal point of the team, and AD was supposed to be giving you like 25 and 10 and 10, or 25-10 a night. AD couldn't stay on the court. LeBron had to, work himself into injury to keep y'all afloat, and now AD want to show up. Whatever. If LeBron comes back healthy and AD keeps playing like this, that could be a fucked up first round for somebody.
Somebody going
you know what I mean?
That end game, whoever's going to play that team in the end game, oh my god.
Yeah, like play in rather. Yeah, I mean, they could knock someone out of a play in, and they could fuck around. And honestly, you give LeBron 2 months off and then need him to win 4 out of 7 games. They could fuck around and beat a 2 seed. I'm not saying it's super likely, but like, that's not who you want to face in the first round. Just also, you don't want to face him with 2 months off and teammates that actually want to show up.
Right.
But that's none of my business. I'm gonna stay in the East Coast.
That's fine. You could pray for your. Hey, the Knicks are in 4th or 5th place. I mean, if the playoffs were today, they'd be playing the Cavs, and that would be an interesting series. If we were in the playoffs today, I guess we would be playing. Oh shit! I think we would be playing the Phoenix.
I mean, that's gonna be, especially for all the chirping, that would be a dope series. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, listen, that game was spectacular. I love that game. And I think, as I've said before, in the short term, the Kyrie Luka experiment will work. They're finally getting some type of chemistry, and you can notice it. The only problem I find with the Mavs right now is that they don't play defense. They're gonna outscore. They can outscore you. They can easily get 60 by themselves.
Yeah,
easily. It's that you gave up so many pieces, you don't really know who else is gonna do what they need to do. You have Tim Hardaway Jr. You have Reggie Bullock, which he's hit or miss.
He's super streaky. As a Knicks fan, y'all can have that, but one night he'll give you like 5 for 5 from 3-point range, and then he won't hit a 3 for like another 3 days.
We can't, especially in the playoffs. We can't be doing that, man. Like Luka and Kyrie can't be the only one scoring. They can't be the only one scoring and doing all the work. I mean, Christian Wood, you're almost 7 foot, bro. What the fuck are you doing at the perimeter every single time? Like I don't understand that. Why is Luka getting all these rebounds?
Because younger, honestly, man, I don't understand why people don't go to the paint, but especially younger players, like, yeah, I'm 6'10", but instead of going for a board, like, I'm going to work on this corner 3. Like, nah, bro, somebody still needs to get boards.
Right. You were hired to get boards. You weren't hired to shoot threes. If you shoot an occasional 3, all right, that's cool, but
also, even if your percentage is good, that's cool. But, like, there are these putback points that, somebody has to get. I don't know what his deal is personally, but maybe it'll take him a year or 2 to figure out.
Who knows? And I guess the last thing I'm going to talk about is, the Sixers are fucking scary. I mean, Joel Embiid last night outscored. let me reiterate that. He outscored the entire Minnesota Timberwolves team by himself. Bro. What? I mean, listen, the Timberwolves are not a whack team either. I mean, they're having a bad streak right now, but they're not a garbage team. And he outscored the entire team dolo.
Dude, I saw living in Philly, I've gotten the privilege to see him live a few times. That motherfucker is built different.
Yeah.
And like, I'm petty and I only go to Knicks games primarily. But yeah, dude is built different. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right. No problem. While Tim is doing his thing, I just want to say once again, for people tuning in, we appreciate you coming in. Honestly, finally, I'm happy that we finally got some type of consistency. And I found this program, StreamYard. StreamYard, I'm allowed to stream to 3 platforms at the same time, which is fantastic. It makes our job a little bit easier, and it's easier for us to branch out. So yeah, tune in. Yeah, I know this week we didn't really do anything as far as we went through our picks a little bit fast. Football season will definitely be a lot better. Because that's our stuff. Football is primarily our sport. Basketball would be probably secondary, and then baseball. Baseball. But we usually have like a spell where we stop for a little while because baseball season is boring. We don't care about NCAA, and after playoff basketball, it's like.
Everyone needs a vacation, sir.
Yeah, everyone needs a vacation in the summertime, so we're trying to travel and all that. So, but football time is really going to be the time that we go in. Our cast last year on average was like an hour plus, just talking about football and the bets that we could make. It was crazy, and we did decent. I would say we were like 50-50 because we didn't really put in that much. When I mean put in, I mean like re-up. So
I was gonna say we went a long stretch without re-upping, which was the important thing. Are you in a live chat? Like where?
Let me see if no, nothing in the live chat right now.
Oh, okay. I was wait a second. Who are we chatting with?
But we actually have viewers on Twitch right now.
Oh, cool.
We have some viewers on Twitch.
Hello, Twitch viewers.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. All right. You know what? On that note, honestly, that's all I got. Tim, You got anything else for the fans?
Outside of laughing at that Danny Dimes deal, yeah, no, baseball's coming, but yeah,
baseball.
We can discuss that at a later time.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Yo, thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate the love. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Yo, this is your boy Sid the Kid.
Your boy Timbo.
Be well, be safe. Let's get that bread. Hopefully very soon. All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for tuning in. Have yourselves a good night.
Hey yo, I said, brothers be betting, getting bread, never be sweating, hitting parlays as I claim the fame. Your other cappers out there straight up lames. FanDuel or DK don't matter to us. The info we giving always a plus. Your boy Sid and Tim on the money grind. On with the show, it's money time.